Are you missing the mark or are you missing the point? I want to talk about this, a very popular quote that has been quoted by many teachers, specifically Neville Goddard, and it has been used to describe you not doing it right, or it has been misinterpreted. That is what I want to talk about in this video, because I don't know about you guys, but when I first came across Neville Goddard in communities and different posts and Facebook groups and videos, a lot of these terms are just flung out there and then they get interpreted by so many different people, and then it gets kind of spreads like wildfire. And then for me, and this might not apply for all of you, but this is what I had learned previously, and it really felt awful to think that I could miss the mark, that I could mess it up, that I could make a mistake when it comes to having anything that I want. And I want to go into detail into this, this very statement about, can you mess it up? Can you screw it up? Can you set yourself back? All of those things that I know those are fears that many of you have at some point in time in when you are manifesting anything, and you think that certain things are going to mess it up. Well, that's what we're going to get into, because you're missing the point. So welcome, my name is Rose, and welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind. The rest will follow. I love that song. But free your mind and follow your heart, right? Why? Because your heart is really your true desire. And when you live your true desire, you live a life that you love. So if you're interested in working one-on-one with me, you can go to TheRoseyLife.com and you can see the different ways you can work with me in coaching, or you can join the Rosey Life course and community, where I show up every single week, and I do my best every week, right, to show up, and I do for the most part, to answer live Q&A, and we have amazing conversations, and we laugh, and we start making these things more lighter and fun and more loving, like they were meant to be. So all the information's down below, all right? Okay, so let's get to it. So missing the mark. So Neville Goddard talks about this in great detail, and especially in one of his lectures. And missing the mark is sin. And a lot of you know this, and you've heard this, right? And however, I want to give a different spin on it. I want to add on to it, right? Or just look at it from a different way, right? That's what I like doing, is like, or you're at an aquarium, and depending on if you're walking around seeing the different fish, you're going to see different fish, different turtles, different things looking at it. You're going to look at the whole thing differently. And that's what we're doing, because there's only one truth. So there's not like anyone can make anything up here, where no one's like creating anything that's unique. We're all talking about the one truth of who you are. You are the I am, the power, the source, the universe. Everything is coming from you. You are that cause. You are the reason why everything is happening in your life, right? So missing the mark is something that Neville Goddard talks about in a lecture, and he goes on to great detail about how it's sin, and that what you do so you don't miss the mark is you go to the end and you focus on the end, and what would it feel like if you were the man or the woman that had that thing, okay? So that is an amazing lecture. However, for many people, and me included, this was me before, you guys, not anymore, but me included in the past, and many of you still, not all of you, but many of you might see that missing the mark means that you screwed up, right? That you messed up, that you did something wrong. And this is what I wanted to share with you. So here's missing the mark, okay? So I want to read this scripture to you. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. You guys, by the way, I'm moving. So if you guys see like a hot mess behind me, or you see my nails that are not great right now, they're just not great, because I'm packing, and after I move, I'm going to go get my nails done so I can enjoy them. And so if you see a different background in my upcoming videos, it's because I'm moving houses, not leaving my Chicago. I'm moving houses, okay? Or who knows, maybe I'll leave Chicago. Who knows, right? Who knows what the Rosey Life will do next? So, but yeah, I just want to give you guys a heads up. I'm still going to show up, still seeing clients, still doing that. Moving doesn't stop me, right? Okay, so missing the mark. In this Romans 12:2, it says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is what missing the mark is, okay? So it's not that you screwed up, right? It's not that you imagined wrong. This is what I used to think too. And I notice a lot of people still think this, that you imagined wrong, that you didn't do it in first person, second person, or third person, or 6D person, or bird view person, or bug view, or whatever. It's like all these rules, right? That you did it wrong, and that's why you didn't get what you want. That's why, that's all. You just did it wrong, right? Or that you're not enough affirming, right? And also that you think that you're not enough, right? But that you're not affirming enough, right? Oh, you got to do it more. You got to be more persistent. You got to keep going, right? And that you didn't take inspired action. Maybe you should have done something. Maybe you were supposed to do something and you didn't do it, and you overthought it, so you didn't do it, and now you regret that you didn't do it, and now you're wondering what inspired action looks like, and if you should keep doing something or you should stop doing, if you should stop looking a certain way, if you should stop going somewhere, if you should avoid it. Do you see? You think that your actions are also missing the mark, or feeling it wrong, that you're feeling something wrong, right? And the list is exhaustive. These are just like the top 5 category, let's say, of what people confuse of missing the mark is, right? But that's not true. It's none of this. Do you see? This is all in your thinking mind, in your logical, intellectual, human 3D mind. This is all that. You're interpreting that missing the mark, you screwed it up. You didn't miss the target. You missed the target. You didn't get it. You did not get it in the bag. Because if you had it, if you did it right, you would have it in your 3D. Do you see? You're like, that's what people are thinking, like you're missing the mark. You missed the target. So that's why you don't have what you want. So then people go back to the drawing board and start affirming again, or watching more videos, or working with a different coach hopping. That's another one, right? Or like, maybe this book will give me the answer, or maybe I should try witchcraft or psychics or do spells. Or do you see? That's people that get desperate because they think I'm doing it wrong. No, that's not missing the mark. Do you see? Missing the mark, what I like to look at it is, you're missing the point. That's what really missing the mark is. You're missing the point. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You're renewing your mind. And what does that mean? You're no longer identifying with the ego, with the thoughts, the feelings, the actions. You're not identifying that. Instead, you're renewing, you're seeing your mind in you, which is Christ, right? That your mind is I am. That is how you're looking at yourself, because when you do see yourself as Christ, the mind of Christ, right? When the renewing of your mind, it doesn't say renewing of your process or your technique. It doesn't say renew your inspired actions. It doesn't say get a new self-concept. It doesn't say change your hair or where you live. It doesn't say that you have to feel different, act different, do things different, say things different. It doesn't say renew the way that you're affirming in past tense, present tense, future tense, whatever tense. There's only now tense anyway, right? It doesn't say renew any of that. It's renew your mind. It's stop identifying as a limited being and remember that you are I am. You are Christ. You are the Christ, okay? So it's not that you're missing the mark on what you're doing. It's not that you're not getting what you want because you didn't do it right. It's that you're missing the point of all of this. You're missing the point that you are renewing your mind. You are identifying, you're remembering that you are the cause, the one cause of everything in your life. And I know you've heard that too, what the cause is. It's like you're where it comes from, right? A starting point. Everything, God is a starting point for the all, which is why we say my Father and I are one, but my Father is greater than I, because everything began with I, the God, the universe, right? And so, but we're one with it because we were created in God's image. So we have all the power, all the knowing, everything of God. We are one with God's mind. We're all thinking from God's mind. We're not individual thinkers. We're all thinking from that one source, one mind. So when that is what missing the mark is, you think that you're still on this little mind, this ego or this human mind, and that you have to get things right, that you're just like trying to access this power when the power's inside you. And that is the renewing of the mind. And that's the point, because the point is that you are that all. So the belief in truth, that you're the first cause, you're God, you're the I am, that you're connected to all of this, but you're not the thoughts, you're not feelings. And thoughts and feelings from the logic, right, which is here, these are the logical, intellectual, right, process, or I need a certain technique, or I need to have a routine, I need to know what I do. Let me talk about that question for a second too. Well, a lot of people ask, they want to have a routine, like a morning routine, an afternoon routine, or an evening routine, because they think that they do that they're going to reprogram their subconscious mind. And they want something to do. They want action. They want to feel like they're in control. And that's why they want some kind of process to keep them in the state. So do you see, as you still trying to take action, you still trying to do something so that you can get something. Do you see? That's the only reason why people ask for, well, what's something practical that I can do? Or how do I put this in practical terms? Because you want to control it still, and you want to have an action that you can do. Why? So to comfort you, to soothe you, that you're taking charge, that you're in control, and that you're still the one making it happen from this 3D perspective, from this 3D body. That's the only reason why people want a technique in a habitual routine, is because they want to feel like they're a part of it happening still. That's still the ego trying to control everything. Do you see? But when you know the truth of who you are, right? That you are the cause. You don't have to do affirming. You don't have to do techniques. You don't have to have a routine. You don't have to have any of that. If you want to do it, but you're coming from a place of, I know who the hell I am. I know I'm the cause, and I don't have to do any routine, process, technique. I don't have to have something practical. I don't have to like comb my hair to the left from the right every day. Now I don't have to do anything. I don't have to change anything differently about myself or my life. Everything is just perfect the way it is, and I'm perfect the way that I am. All I'm doing is renewing my mind, remembering who the hell I am, right? And who am I? I believe in the truth, and I'm the first cause, that I'm God, that I am everything, that everything comes through the renewing of my mind, of identifying as the I am, and not in what I'm doing, not what I'm thinking, not what I'm feeling, not inspired action. Do you see? That's the only reason why people want a practical process or practical technique, and they love homework, they love writing, they love doing something, because they think that they're still in control. You're still trying, if you're doing that and you're seeking, you're still trying to control, right? What you don't have to control. I think Bashar said that the ultimate control is allowing God to take control. That's the ultimate control. You're not giving up control. You're letting God control it. Do you see? When you give up control, you're giving control to God. You're giving that up to the I am within you. And God's not out there. God is who you are, is within you. Remember, so that power is within you. So You are timeless. There's no time. It doesn't matter how long anything's been. It doesn't matter how long you've been trying to manifest, because you were still stuck in this middle stuff of processing techniques and stuff like that. It's like you wanted something and then you started doing this and there you get stuck. Do you see? You decide what you want. You choose what you want. You acclaim, you ask what you want, but then you remember who you are, that you are timeless, you are limitless, you are the all power, you are all knowing, you are everything. I am the mark. That's who you are. I am the mark and I am the point. You're not missing anything. You're not missing the mark. You are the mark. I am the mark. I am the point of all of this. And that is why you are manifesting anything, why you came across this channel and why you came across the law, is because you are the mark. You are the point. You are the renewing of the mind, seeing who you are, remembering that you are the Almighty. You are the Prince of Peace. You are everything, anything and everything. Do you see? So thank you guys for being here, and thank you for liking this video, and thank you for subscribing to The Rosey Life. I really appreciate you being here, and I love being here and sharing what I learn and what I discover, and as I grow and what comes downloaded to me. Someone asked about downloaded. It's like, yeah, just like we all get downloads. If you listen, right, all you have to do is be still and know I am God, and God comes running to you and you start seeing things differently. And that is the renewing of the mind that I'm talking about, all right? So I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon, because you're all freaking amazing. Bye.